Okay, folks, we're doing something a little different than we've done in a while. Me and my grandson were sitting around. We were kind of having a lazy day, and we had a pond, of course, in my front yard, a 5 or 6 acre pond. We said, let's go catch a couple of bass, and let's fry them up for supper tonight. So that's what we did. We hadn't done that. We don't keep any bass out of that pond just for conservation purposes, but we decided to do that today just to have something new to do. We thought we'd bring you along with us. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to scale these bass. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to skin them. That way you can, when you skin a bass and you fillet it out, you'll have a nice white piece of meat. And so that's how we're going to do that right now. I did sharpen my knife. You need a good sharp knife. And when I skin fish, I don't try to cut around the rib bones. I can eat around the rib bones, so it doesn't worry me, to have a rib bone there. So here we go, folks. We're gonna see what we can do on this one. Hope my knife's sharp enough. And this is a good old fat bass. We've caught them up to almost, 6 pounds, Matthew?
6 pounds.
And
6 pounds.
These were both in the almost 4. One of them was almost 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, one was almost 5. The other one was probably, I think, 3.75 pounds. So both of them are very good eating bass and solid fish.
So we thought we'd keep a couple. And like I said, I'm going to try my best to just cut right through the rib bones, just because it's so difficult to try to cut that out and it wastes a lot of meat. It does dull your knife. No doubt about that. And it's just, I'm sure everybody, if you're watching this, you've probably cleaned a fish at least once in your life. There's nothing too glamorous about cleaning fish. And these fish, we were concerned that they may have some roe in them, but they don't. Matter of fact, they're not trying to get too graphic here, but they're full of fat. They're very healthy fish, which is a good sign. Here's a real important part when you get down to the tail. I'm going to flip this around. You simply flip the bass over. Might help to take him off of this. So you have a good. Then I'll just simply take that knife. I don't cut through the skin here. I'll just take the knife, cut down to the skin, but not through it. Just be real careful. And again, I've left these rib cage bones on here. It's up to each individual whether they want that or not, but it's easier for me to eat around them than to cut around them. And that's just kind of my line of thinking there. There you have it. Put a little water on this thing. And I'll clean it up a whole lot more. If you've got a nice white piece of freshwater meat there, I got a little close there to get some of that skin off. There's nothing bad there. It's just part of the skin that I got a little close down to the skin. Well, there you go. Like I said, I've still got the bones in it. You can come back and cut those out. I may or may not. I usually don't. And of course, we'll straighten it up a little bit and get it ready to go. And we're going to put these bad boys in the grease here about 5 or 5:30 this afternoon. We're going to endure the sweat that it's going to take to cook them, but you know what? It's always worth it. We'll probably slice a few potatoes up, and maybe some onions, and fry those up too. We don't worry about getting too healthy when you do a fish fry. You just got to fry what's good and what you like. And that's what we do, and we always have a good time. I appreciate y'all watching this, I really do. If you like some of these videos, like and subscribe. I mean, we'll answer anything. If you got any questions, again, we're mainly saltwater fishermen. We catch a lot of freshwater fish because they're right here in my front yard, but we don't always keep a lot of them. So we just decided to do that. And I think Matthew has the record on that pond. What is it, 5.5 pounds?
5.48 pounds.
Yeah, almost 5.5 pounds. And so they're big out there. So it's time to take a few out. So anyway, thanks y'all. I appreciate you watching it. Stay tuned for the next one.